Michele. I'm very happy to be here today, and I'm here with my girls here, Kaylee and Zai. There's another two missing, Azucena and Sherry. And Pal, three missing. Basically, we are a ministry, and we are a ministry that started as a mission, it started because I, being a single mom myself and struggling when getting to Playa all by myself, and I've told the story many times. I ended up 15 days after I arrived, I ended up being by myself and getting to raise my child with no help and no friends. And my family was super mad. And my friends were super mad because I was escaping an abuser first, and then when I got to Playa I was coming to meet with him because he said, you know the story, it goes all the time like this, it's a pattern, I'm going to change. And one as a woman in love say, yes, you're going to change, and that never happens. So, long story short, I ended up being all alone with nothing in the house and getting to even get a mattress, for example. We were sleeping on the floor for many months before we had a mattress. We were eating on the floor, sitting on the floor. Well, not Adrian. Adrian had his high chair. But for many months before I could buy, actually for a year, before we could afford a table, right? So little by little, and with a lot of struggle, I put my son in a daycare, and I was able to raise him. And so whenever the pandemic hit, after many years of that story, and a lot of work, self-work, going to seminars, therapy, intensive therapy, the psychiatrist, and many more things, starting congregating. After all that personal work and spiritual work and psychological, psychiatric work, turns out that the pandemic hits, and I see all these posts about local women, single moms, basically, saying, what am I going to do? Nobody's telling us what is going to happen. Am I going to have a job? Am I going to have diapers for my kid tomorrow? When are they going to give me my check? And things like that. And I knew exactly how it felt to end up from one day to the other without nothing. So I started helping these four families. I got the four most desperate that I could read, that they felt like they were like the most desperate. And I called them, I contacted them, and I said, hey, I have a little tiny bag of food, non-perishable food, and maybe diapers if you need, that I can share with you. I will see you at Plaza Las Americas, and next payment day, I will have some more for you. So the next payment day, I didn't have 4 families, it was 7. And then the next week, not even the next payment day, in Mexico, the payment days are bi-weekly, are every 15 days. We call them quincenas. So not even the next quincena, it was the next week, I had 9 families. And then the next payment day, I had 11 families. So that's when I contacted some friends that I had at that time, and I said, hey, I really need to start doing something because I cannot afford 11 families. I really can't. I'm very lucky to not have lost my job, but I need help. And they started gathering funds, and one of them offered their car so we could go visit the families in their houses and drop bags. But then the next time we had 13, and then the next time we needed another car, and then the next time, so it was growing exponentially until we had 33 families, 32 or 33 families on that December. And we had a lot of kids that didn't have the opportunity to have a toy by Christmas or a Christmas dinner. So we got more funds, our now traditional Christmas party, where we give toys out to every single child that either we've helped before or that are in the active list. We still help single moms, families where the two parents are employed, women in abusive situations. We teach classes to help them out, identify, get out of abuse, regain control of their lives. We teach children emotional skills. At some point we started gathering as a church as well, because they themselves were asking, I want to learn where you learned. And I learned with her. So I learned at a church. So we started gathering. I ended up being the pastor I'm the pastor of the ministry there as well. But don't worry, it's not a regular kind of church, as everybody can tell you here. And we share love. We try to share love. We never impose our beliefs. And we have all kinds of people helping. We have all kinds of people donating. We have all kinds of people coming to us to ask for help. Sometimes people come and say, hey, I'm here to help. And then the next time they say, oh my gosh, you've helped me so much. You know, so it's a very amazing and beautiful thing that happens, because once you start giving something from your heart, that manifests all the way around you. All the way around you. And it's not stoppable. That's the most amazing thing. And here in Playa happens that it's like contagious. Just as COVID was contagious, love is contagious as well. And wanting to help is contagious as well. So we are here because we have people like, well, first, like Katie that started and said, hey, I want to keep going with you and walking with you and want to help. And she became one of our main, how do you say, columns in Breath of Life. Then we found, because of her, we found Soul Lab and PDCYES, and we found beautiful people within the groups, and now we have a very nice group of friends and volunteers and donors. Now, what happens is that Playa, being such a transitory town, you all know very well that the 6 months in December, from December, like winter, autumn and winter, are very good for us because everybody's here. But once everybody leaves for the summer, we end up without volunteers, and usually the ones that are donating forget that they have a family here in Mexico. So it's like the summer months are very difficult for us because we don't have the same amount of donations and we don't have the same amount of volunteers. So we struggle a lot. So if you want to help, whatever way you want to help, either donating non-perishable food items or personal hygiene items, or if you want to donate monetarily, or if you want to donate your time or your skill, all of that is going to help us, and not only help us, but help all the families that we assist immensely. It also, like, if you have an idea of how to organize a certain event or a certain activity that you think it would help the families in some way, of course you can come to us and we'll be more than glad to talk about it.